All right, NBA Finals starting tonight. Right, actually, it's gonna start in about a couple of hours, depending on when you watch this or if you watch it afterwards. It wouldn't matter because this is the NBA Finals preview. I'm gonna look at the series. It's not much to preview, to be honest, because I don't get into all the analytics and all this numbers and try to break down what guys are gonna do based off of what they did a few months ago or a couple years ago. None of that stuff means jack squat to me. I'm just gonna use the eye test and a little bit of bias, I guess some of you are gonna say because of what happened last series. As you know, the Miami Heat beat the Boston Celtics. I had the Celtics winning the title this year. So I've been wrong many, many times in this postseason. Okay? I've been wrong. So what I'm about to say here, the opposite may happen. So if you are a gambler, by the way, the Miami Heat are 8.5 point underdogs tonight. If you are a gambler, do not do anything based off of what I say. So we got that out the way. And I'm not responsible if you lose your house, you lose your car, you lose your wife because you lost all your money. Now, with that being said, Nuggets versus Heat. I like the Denver Nuggets here. I think the Nuggets are the better team up and down by far. I don't think it's close, to be honest. The Miami Heat are very fortunate to get to this spot. Great story. Amazing story, right? Amazing story how they beat the 1 seed and they beat the lowly Knicks and then they beat the Celtics, which was probably their biggest challenge of the whole playoffs. But I'm on the other side of this. I think the Celtics lost that series more than the Miami Heat won it. That's just how I look at it. That's just how I look. That's my opinion. I know you Heat fans are going to disagree. You Jimmy Butler fans are going to disagree with that. And fine. That's good. Disagree. That's what it's all about. But when I come to this series against the Denver Nuggets, who are a juggernaut in itself, I mean, Nikola Jokic, who should be the league MVP. And the Nuggets are scary. This will be a team that Miami has not faced at all in the playoffs. And not a team like this. You know? And I'm going to say that the Denver Nuggets win this series in about 5 games. Maybe 6, but if I had to make a bet, if I thought the series would go over under in 5 games to Denver, I would take the under. I wouldn't be surprised if they swept the Heat. I wouldn't be shocked. It might not be a sweep because I don't think the NBA is going to allow a series to end that quickly. So I give Miami 1 game. 1 game. And Miami has no chance. The only chance Miami may have is if they win both games in Denver. If they somehow do what they did in the Boston series and win both games in Denver, then I think they'll get a little bit more respect. It won't be like last series where they won the first 2 in Boston, went up 0-3, and they still was only a 3% chance to win. I think if they win the first 2 in Denver, we'll give them some serious props, and we'll take them a lot more serious. But right now, I think Boston lost the series more than Miami beat Boston. And I think in the finals, Denver is going to smoke Miami. Smoke them. I mean, smoke them like you got them. They're going to destroy the Miami Heat. They're going to destroy them. Because Jokic's going to average like a 40-point triple-double. He's going to, barring injury, though, I must have a disclaimer here. Because if Jokic get hurt, obviously, in game 1, Denver's done. They're not, say like it's a wrap. Or even if Murray gets hurt, it could be a real long series for Denver. Now, if Murray goes down, I can still see Denver possibly still winning this series and later on, like in 7. But if Jokic goes down, Denver doesn't have 0 chance. They'll probably lose the series in 5 or 6. But barring injury, Denver should win this series in 5 games, flat out. Sorry to say it. Look, I know about the Caleb Martin. He's emerging as a stud. But we're talking about the NBA Finals here. We're talking about the biggest stage of the world. All eyes are going to be on the NBA Finals from the basketball world. And can the Heat, are the Heat really ready for this? Now, the Heat was in the finals a couple of years ago in the bubble at Disney World in front of a screen of people watching from a screen. Disney bubble, that don't count. This is real time here. This is high octane air, energy, pollution, solution, whatever they're calling it up there in Denver. This is a different ball game. Can Miami handle that? I don't think so. Game 1 tonight, Denver might blow them out. Denver 8.5-point favorites will probably win by 15. And if I'm Denver, that's what you got to do. You got to smack the Heat early on. I want to see a blowout win for Denver Nuggets tonight. I want to see them beat Miami to a pulp. Big victories to send a statement that, hey, we're not the Celtics. And I expect that to happen. If it doesn't, then we'll revisit that another time. So there you have it, folks. No stats, no breakdown of who's going to score what matchups, just flat out, straight up NBA Finals preview and prediction the sports steady way. Right? Sports page run by sports fans. Peace.